On this bucket list life adventure, I am headed to Uganda.
From here, wait. I kept on talking about sharks.
I need a shark.
So flying to Uganda, we had a few layovers. So our first flight was from Dallas to London, which took about 9 hours, and our flight did not leave until 11 o'clock at night, which started the trip off on a rough note. We were left with little over an hour to make it through customs in London, so not much time at all. After riding the bus shuttle, which seemed like circles around the airport, we finally made it on the plane with no time to spare. Literally, we were the last people to board, so that was a sigh of relief. Next, we had a 6-hour flight to Doha with an 8-hour layover. We arrived at 12:30 in the morning. I think for the first time I actually enjoyed a layover because this airport did not disappoint. Doha International Airport, and it's so cool. It's this entire arboretum, or you're inside this forest all the way around you. Kind of reminds me of the Gaylord, but it's really cool. It's the first time I've ever seen anything like this in an airport. Yeah, look over here. They have waterfalls just down there. Now I am walking into the forest. Look at this. Like, oh my goodness, like how cool is this? Doha, you outdid yourself on this one. Like, this is so relaxing. Coming off 17 hours of straight flying, going through airports, and you feel like you're outside. It's a breath of fresh air. It's like so relaxing. And Doha being such a big hub, this is a win-win for them. You feel like you're outside right now. This is so relaxing, especially coming off such a long leg flight journeys of about 15, 16 hours. Like, there's a cool breeze here. All the fresh plants just feels really relaxing. Being inside all day for more than a day at times, and then you come here and you have all the waterfall sounds and trees and greenery. I highly recommend stopping by this area if you're ever in the area. If you're ever passing through Doha, it's really cool. At the airport, we ate at Gordon Ramsay's pizza restaurant, and after downing a couple of coffees, we boarded the plane at 8:30 for our last flight to Entebbe. When we arrived in Entebbe, we had a long line to contend with at the airport, but we eventually made it through customs with no problems.
Oh, there's the lights.
We made it to Uganda, and it is hot in the airport, but I'm tired, ready to get some rest. But from here, we're headed to Jinja. We still had one more leg to go, and that was our drive to Jinja. But before doing so, we stopped at a local joint where I saw a crazy looking bird which looked to be smacking down some fruit, while we regrettably ate some pork. I don't know what it was, but it didn't sit well with our friend from Zim. But that is not where the fun began. We had to drive 5 hours to Jinja, which was only like 50 miles away. This was because the traffic was crazy. One-lane roads and large trucks that you couldn't go around made that part of the trip exhausting. What made it even more exciting was that we had a head-on collision, but thankfully, because we were going so slow, it didn't do much damage. To the point that I was sleeping and it didn't wake me up. We had the opportunity to stay at a local's house, and they were so kind because they cooked meals for us, went out of their way to wash our clothes, and provided a comfortable place for us to stay and shower. It was here where I first got to try some of Uganda's local fruits. And let me say, the fruits did not disappoint. It was some of the best I ever had. For breakfast one morning, I ate chapati. First time trying it, it was super good.
Philip's on his third banana. I'm on my second of 100 for the week.
For the week.
For the week. You gotta eat 100.
You need a plan for this. At least 12 a day. 12 a day, we've got how many days? 7 days.
3 in the morning.
Uh-huh.
What is it? No, it's gonna be, no, it could be 4 in the morning, 4 for lunch, and then
for
4 for dinner.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
That one is sick.
So we were here for a couple days, but before heading out of Jinja to Tororo, forgive me if I'm saying that wrong, we had to take care of some business. So off we went, and that was to fix the car's bumper that was damaged earlier. As we waited, my friend Philip from Zim gave his account of his first Boda Boda ride.
Philip's about to go on his motorcycle ride. He's praying.
It was, I don't know what to say, but that was an experience. No, I clung to that motorcycle as if my life depended on it. I've never ridden one. So, I just was sweating all over. And that guy was so relaxed, but it was an experience, yeah. It was an experience.
He was praying the entire way.
I was praying, seriously. And I was just saying, why are we not reaching our destination? What if he just turns and then we fall? No, I don't like that. There's no helmet, there's nothing. No protection on that one,
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's good that it was just near. If it was far, I was going to say, I know my man. Maybe let me get into a taxi.
In no time, it was fixed, and I think it looked as good as new. So the next morning before heading out, we went for a morning fish, and we found out that a doo-doo is not what it seemed. Going down, is this the Nile or Lake Victoria? This is the lake, okay. Lake Victoria.
We shall show you where they join.
Okay. Ah.
You notice the difference. The water comes from down.
Uh-huh. Comes from down.
Frank.
Headed down to Lake Victoria. We're gonna go fish off the Nile as well, but we're gonna do a little fishing off Lake Victoria and the Nile.
You're using this one? Yeah. This is our ride on the water. Okay.
This is our ride. Beautiful morning out here. Get my fishing rod ready. Philip is ready. Go fishing. Ready to go swimming.
Yes.
We're not
Get-
going to swim.
We're
We'll get.
I'm going to catch a shark. Do we have sharks here?
No.
I told him wrong environment. I kept on talking about
I
sharks.
need a shark.
Yeah,
This is lovely.
Yeah.
Even if I don't catch anything, at least sitting here is good for me.
This one.
Yeah. Yes, I'm going to catch a shark today. Unfortunately, we're not in the ocean.
You want to catch
Tilapia.
tilapia. I want to catch a Nile perch and a tigerfish and tilapia.
No, with one guy coming from the UK.
That's the tilapia.
Oh, brother. Hey. Oh, there is catching one.
These fishermen were kind enough to lend us some worms, which they called doo-doo. Got my line out here, trying to catch tilapia. After being on the water for a few hours, and honestly, it was not the fishing that was the most interesting, but rather watching the other fishermen pulling fish with their hand lines. We really did not have enough weights for our lines because of the strong current at the beginning of the Nile. So after a few hours on the water and catching absolutely nothing with our telescopic fishing poles from Timu, we headed over to a local restaurant to eat the tilapia we couldn't catch. Look at this. Sarama.
Look at the size.
Tilapia.
This is what I wanted.
Banana fruit.
Fish. Fruit. Salt.
In next week's episode, we drive over to Tororo,